Well, it's your boy Nungun in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable news for you guys. You guys won't believe it. What Mikel Arteta has opened up about the future of Arsenal, whom he would want to bring in, what he believes of Arsenal going into the Champions League. Is it possible? And more transfer news with more players linked with Arsenal youngsters as well. So let's move on with the first news. Arteta says if we stand still, that gap will become bigger and bigger, and I haven't come here to accept that. We're trying to put a plan together to improve what we have. We haven't been able to achieve the goals we have wanted in the last 3 years, and there is a reason behind it. And talking about David Luiz, Mikel Arteta said, I'm really happy with David. I want to keep him here with us. He's been a key role model for me since I joined. I like what he produces on the pitch. I like his influence around the players in the club. I'd love to keep him. And talking about on qualification for UEFA Champions League, he says, we have to go game by game. It is not achievable in 1 or 2 games. It's a process over 10 games that we have. We know the target, the difficulty of the task, because there are a lot of clubs in that fight. We have to give it a go and believe that we can do it. Well, the new training kit for Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen, and the new Emirates logo is available. You can already book online, and this is an unbelievable. It looks stunning, doesn't it? Beautiful. I loved it. I really loved it. The training kit looks really seamless. Well, moving on. Marseille midfielder Morgan Sanson has been offered to Arsenal by his agent. Now, he's a decent midfielder for me, but I think we have. I think if our eyes are set at Thomas Partey, we should not look anywhere else around. Well, moving on. Scott Mustafi has spoken about on a possible move to the Bundesliga. He says, in the current situation, it is difficult to predict how the transfer phase will go. This is always interesting moving to Bundesliga. In terms of the sport, it has made great progress. It's also my home. And that's really great, isn't it? But however, European football's governing body, UEFA, has relaxed its financial fair play regulations to help cash-strapped clubs survive the crisis caused by the coronavirus. So it is pretty much clear that the clubs will be given a free hand in terms of buying and managing their clubs. That is a bigger relief to a lot of clubs. Well, moving on. Well, talking about getting the top four, Mikel Arteta said, if we stand still, that gap will become bigger and bigger, and I haven't come here to accept that. We're trying to put a plan together to improve what we have. We haven't been able to achieve the goals we have wanted in the last 3 years, and there is a reason behind it. Well, Arsenal will wear this kit today, in support of the Black Lives Matter with the NHS logo. You can see the players' names will be replaced with Black Lives Matter for the first 12 matches of the Premier League after it restarts. So it's going to be a real important and a significant kind of support that the Premier League players, the footballers, have called upon that they would want to endorse. Well, not only this, let's talk about it. Hector Bellerin has actually pledged to plant 3,000 trees for every Arsenal win this season. And regarding that, Hector said, as a growing child up in Barcelona, I spent a lot of my time with my granddad in his garden planting trees and playing in forests. So it's an issue very close to my heart. When I saw the great work that one tree planted do, not just the planting of the trees, but within the communities as well, I knew it was something that I wanted to get involved in. So Hector Bellerin, always as usual, gets involved in himself in greater initiatives that are helpful for the club, for the people around the world, for every single one. He wants to make the world a better place, and Hector Bellerin is great in doing so. Alex Benham, social scientist, says the cancellation of the Premier League also led to the other countries' football federations taking similar decisions. Arteta's positive diagnosis may have inadvertently saved the lives of thousands. And also, Arteta on potentially saving lives. I have thought about it that night when I started to have some symptoms. I knew how serious it was. It had to be reported. I wasn't willing to risk people. I love this game, but we have bigger responsibilities. I think we made the right call. And also, contacts between Arsenal and AS Roma for Mkhitaryan and Kluivert exchange has been established for some time, but have intensified in recent hours. Justin likes Arsenal a lot and is attracted to the Premier League, where his dad also played a season for Newcastle. A 3.5 million 4-year per season is ready for him at Arsenal, more than double what he earns in Rome. Roma want at least 18 million pounds for the Dutch winger plus Henrik Mkhitaryan. So those are the terms that Roma have named that these are the terms, so Arsenal can make it possible. Well, moving on, Dani Ceballos has posted about the Arsenal's game. He's ready. He says, the day has finally arrived. This is the moment to give everything we got for this jersey. We will miss you in the stadium, but you will push us from home. Let's go, Gunners. Totally, Danny. We will push you from your home. I hope you guys can get it over the line for us. Well, this afternoon, Arsenal players will hold their team meeting at one of London's airports, fly to the northwest, board two buses while maintaining distance from each other, and file into an echoey Etihad Stadium. I'm so sorry, it won't, it won't be echoey, will it? I don't know. Well, moving on. Should Arsenal make the top 4 or 5 if City lose their battle with CAS, then Arteta will be able to pursue interest in top-class talents such as Atletico Madrid's Thomas Partey and Red Bull Salzburg's protege Dominic Szoboszlai. Well, he would have had hard evidence, not to mention cash, to persuade Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to finish his top-level career at Arsenal, and the vultures hovering around Bukayo Saka would more easily be warded off with a new deal. So Arsenal would need money. It should be pumped either by Kroenke or they get the Champions League. Either way, that's the best way for making sure that the club moves forward. Although Arteta demands utter professionalism from those under his charge, he is not without a sense of humor. In recent months, the club's code of conduct has seen a new addition brought with him from Manchester City, the Wheel of Fortune. It means if a player commits a minor indiscretion such as being late for a team meeting, they must spin the wheel. On the wheel are a series of forfeits, modest fines to cleaning the dressing room or having to polish the captain's car. There is one option that permits a lucky escape as well. So you can see, I mean, these kind of things that have come across. I think it's really great to bring in these kind of things because it improves the club. Keeps it disciplined and also in a funny way. He's got the discipline. I think working well. Well, moving on. Josh Kroenke and Mikel Arteta are in WhatsApp contact with each other, having an occasional FaceTime call, and he told Arteta he hoped that the trying times of the past few months would bring them closer together. Kroenke also hosted a virtual group meeting with the players during the break. That's big. And actually, Josh Kroenke went on saying, when Mikel and I sat down one-on-one to talk about him coming to Arsenal, he walked me through the things that he'd seen on the pitch and things he would like to implement from a coaching standpoint. But really what we spoke about was club culture and setting a new tone. That's really great, isn't it? Well, more important than not, Sead Kolasinac is ready, and he's ready to actually pounce on every opportunity that is definitely going to come on his way. Well, he's posted this on social media. Restart, new training kit, can't wait. So Sead Kolasinac can't wait for Arsenal to come back to football, and more importantly, he's ready to take on Manchester City or any other team for that matter that comes across when they play tonight. So if you guys believe Arsenal can make it, do let me know in the comment section. If you believe Arsenal cannot make it, also let me know why do you think that would happen. Well, Mikel Arteta was furious with some of his Arsenal stars after the Gunners slipped to a 3-2 defeat to Brentford last week. It's been claimed. Despite the match being just a warm-up for the return of the Premier League, Arteta was unhappy by the application of certain members of his squad. And according to Athletic, the Spaniard laid into his players after the game, making his unhappiness perfectly clear. The performance also gave Arteta a few more pointers as he continues to assess his squad. Edu revealed Arteta's roasting, saying, I remember a match we lost or drew at home and didn't have the best performance, but the way he talked to the players I really liked. It's easy to connect to people when you win because everyone is happy. You feel amazing. Well, yes, totally, completely agreed with that. Well, here is how Aubameyang goes head-to-head with Sergio Kun Aguero. Well, putting together, just barring the age, Aubameyang has had more goals than talking about Aguero. So I think we can do it. Let's do it. Well, Ryan Fraser has rejected the short-term contract to see out the season at Bournemouth. Well, it is revealed that a week ago that Scottish winger was due to depart the Cherries at the end of June, despite their looming relegation. And now the likes of Arsenal and Tottenham will be able to swoop for Fraser and seal an early summer bargain. It's pretty much clear that he does not want to even come near close. I think for him, Bournemouth is done. Game over. That's all he talks about, and it's pretty much clear. So, well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal from this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform. But I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. And please, guys, if you guys believe or whatever you believe in the predictions, in the community tab, I just put out a poll. Go, let me know what you feel about Arsenal versus Manchester City tonight. Who's going to win? What would be the margin? What would be the score line? Let me know who will win, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe.